welcome. This is a special transmission. It's Red Ice Radio. My name is Henrik Palmgren, and we are coming to you from Sweden in Scandinavia. Proud to be on top of the European continent, but worried to be trapped inside the European Union. Our website is redicecreations.com. Go there for much more information on what we're doing here. Dave Massey from Truth Coalition Ireland contacted me after he heard our interview with David Icke not too long ago, and they wanted to come on the program to talk further about the EU, the upcoming Lisbon Treaty vote in Ireland, and why they not decided to have David Icke talking over in Ireland about these subjects as first was planned. David Icke mentioned this on the program, and we're going to clear this off the table first, and then we're going to move on to discuss what Truth Coalition Ireland are doing to provide the Irish people with the right information so they can make the right choice in the upcoming second referendum on the Treaty of Lisbon. The Irish are not only voting for themselves, they are the only country for constitutional purposes that is going to vote on the issue, but they also kind of represent the 500 million or so people of the European Union that have basically been denied by their national governments to hold a referendum on the Treaty of Lisbon. The French and the Dutch, as you probably know by now if you listen to this program, said no back in 2005. And if the Eurocrats and the Euro elite had the balls to give us, the people of Europe, a vote, I'm convinced it would be a resounding no. Even though the EU spent about 2.4 billion euros in 2008 on propaganda. That is more than Coca-Cola spends on advertising each year worldwide, by the way. I don't know if that says more about the EU or Coca-Cola, but anyway, our money is being spent on TV channels, radio stations, pro-EU stuff. I can just imagine how school kids are being targeted by the EU propaganda as well. It also funds think tanks like the European Council on Foreign Relations, ECFR, spearheaded by the globalist Martti Ahtisaari, musician Brian Eno, and prick George Soros, just to mention a few. He wrote The Alchemy of Finance, by the way, and funded the Georgian Rose Revolution. But we want an Irish no vote in this upcoming referendum on the Treaty of Lisbon. And we have Simon Murphy and Paul Flynn from Truth Coalition Ireland with us today to talk about all of these issues. Their website is truthcoalitionireland.org. We will have this linked up on RedIceCreations.com as well. Go there, check it out, and see what they're doing. So with that, welcome to the program, Simon and Paul.
How you doing? How are you doing, mate?
Excellent to have you here, guys. I'm doing very, very well, except all the stuff that's going on right now with the EU, obviously. So maybe we can just clear this off the table first, so to speak. David Icke's talk in Ireland. He has a name. He's a former BBC sports presenter. He has gotten a lot of media attention. And, you know, in a grave time like this, basically, any publicity is good publicity, if you ask me. I think it's a mistake not to go ahead with the Icke's talk over in Ireland. That's what I think. What do you guys think, and what does Truth Coalition Ireland think about this issue?
Okay, Henrik. Well, we've a lot of respect for David Icke, and actually, we didn't actually invite David. We were contacted by his people and asked could we help them find some venues around Dublin to do the talk, and we agreed happily to help them find a venue. So we found a venue, and they were organising the event. And we got some information from a number of different people that work in the media and they're working on the no side, and they actually asked us to contact them and ask us to ask David's people to maybe leave it till after Lisbon, because the media were going to use that as ammunition to kind of bring down the no side on the Lisbon Treaty and you know, turn it into a propaganda war which will take away from the real issues for Lisbon. So at the time, as we said, we didn't actually invite David. We decided to help them, no problem, because we have so much respect for him. But we asked them, could they leave it till after the Lisbon Treaty for maybe David to come over and do his talk.
Okay, and maybe someone else is listening in right now in Ireland that can help provide David the means to speak over in Ireland. Would you guys oppose that, or is it basically that you don't want to be associated with this at this moment, or am I getting this wrong?
Well, to be honest, Henrik, we've no problem with David, and anybody who'd like to bring him over, we'd happily see David and we'd come to his talk. But for the time being, we have so much going on with Lisbon and trying to, you know, get the information out to the people that we really wouldn't have time right now to, you know, get involved with David's conference or talk. So we kind of explain our situation to David's people, and they seemed happy enough that where we stood. As you know, we're putting together the Sovereign Independent, and we're putting out a number of flyers, and we just, time constraints and the little time that we have left to fight against the propaganda war that the Irish media seems to be putting out on Lisbon, it just wouldn't allow us enough time to do everything.
Okay. So I think we came to the consensus that our time would be best spent if we spent a lot more time in the newspaper rather than worrying about a single personality, even though he's a massive personality, definitely, and he would bring publicity to it. But it's a bit of we don't know what would happen, and it's such an important vote for everybody in Europe that we felt we couldn't take the risk. And I think if people actually look at the facts and the facts alone and not get scared away from it, because a lot of people in Ireland don't know anything about the New World Order, and we really wanted to just present the facts to them, how this vote would affect them, their lives, their families, the economy, and just look at it that. And then kind of afterwards, then bring people into the wider world of the New World Order. But at the moment, let's concentrate on getting a no vote first, and then concentrate on battling the wider problems afterwards. But just concentrate on the vote first.
Totally agree there. And again, then the invitation stands open. If someone has the time to bring David over or want to arrange something there, try to contact David and try to see if something can be set up there, because I think that the word needs to be spread on multiple levels to many people as possible, and it doesn't matter from what perspective people come from here, so to speak. There's a common agenda here that people have that want to see a no vote here. But anyway, let's talk about Truth Coalition Ireland and what you guys are doing over there. And I'd like to ask you as well, kind of a little bit of generally how the consensus, I guess, is over in Ireland right now. The Euro elite are speculating that it actually will be yes vote now this time, the second referendum. What do you guys think?
Yes, well, at the moment, there's polls in a number of papers that obviously reporting that there seems to be a swing to the yes side this time round, Henrik, and we don't seem to believe this, obviously, because we've been out on the street talking to people, friends and family, and everybody we know seems to be going for the no side. But, of course, there seems to be the propaganda being pushed by the mainstream media, the newspapers and TV stations, and they seem to be saying that there seems to be a swing to the yes, which we don't believe is true. So this time round, we've decided that we're going to put out a paper called Sovereign Independent, and within that paper has plenty of information about what Lisbon really means for the people of Ireland and the people of Europe. We have a number of articles on the militarization of the EU, of what happened with the economy and why there's a worldwide recession going on, and basically just trying to inform people of the real information that the mainstream media fails and refuses to print.
Plus, I think it's an optimum time people are angry at the moment where the economy is going, they're asking questions, they feel very vulnerable, so they're like kind of wondering who can we trust at the moment. And this is where proper information needs to get out to the people. And some people, especially myself, when I woke up for the first time, I was sick of being lied to. And that's the main thing. Mm. And we really, really just need to get that information out there, information that it's bulletproof, you can back it, it's documented. And, and if people want to bash, that they're going to have to bash, it'll be kind of the messenger rather than the message,
yes.
It has to be about the message, not about people bringing it, not about personalities. This is about like 500 million people. And I don't think Ireland kind of does, and it doesn't realise how significant this vote is for everybody's futures. I don't think the European elite is going to stop with a no vote, but it's going to send a powerful message by giving a no vote.
Well, absolutely. I mean, for all we know, as it is right now, as the treaty is set up and all that, and the fact that all countries must ratify the referendum. Basically, if it is a continued no in Ireland, then this thing won't go through, and that's a good thing. And we can, again, they will keep on pushing a vote over and over and over and over again. But if it would be a yes, they would never have a vote. Okay, do we want to get out of this? Do we want to have a no vote now? So the agenda here is clear, what they want, so to speak, the Eurocrats and the Euro elite. The question is, you're starting up a new paper. That's excellent, very good. The question is, can that reach out to a mass number of people in time, or do you guys have other plans as well? How about putting ads in other papers, other kinds of media, radio,